A ton of Absolute Editions and Omnibus just leaked. We're going to go over them now. I want to thank Peter, Bobka, and our Geminites group for posting pictures of some new Spider-Man and X-Men Omnis, and then to Brian Meenan, the biggest omnibus hoarder since Jake Forgerelli, for sending me the Reddit links for the rest of them. So we're going to take a look here. Now, some of these are new printings, Absolute DC, The New Frontier, but bro, Absolute Death of Superman, holy shit. This is a double dip if I've ever seen one. My favorite Superman story, one of the first stories I've read. I do own this in the omnibus, but it looks like it's coming out $100 cover price, June 10th, 2 days before my birthday. If anybody wants to send me a nice birthday present, no, please don't. I'll grab it from Organic Price Books. So Superman 73 through 75, Adventures of Superman 296 through 297, Justice League 69, Action Comics 683 through 684, and Superman Man of Steel 17 through 19, the first cameo and full appearance of Doomsday, and then News Time, The Life and Death of Superman 1. I can't wait to see what the artwork looks like on this. Maybe they'll use something like this, or maybe they'll change it up. But man, to get that story, I love Return of Superman or The Reign of the Supermen, but it's all about that Death of Superman, and I have to get that, man. Even if I don't collect absolutes, that's going to be just like a childhood memory, precious kind of thing. Absolute League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, that is a reprint. Red Sun, I don't think this is a reprint, is it? Collects Red Sun 1 through 3, so another thin Omni. $100 cover price. This might be the first time this is an Absolute Edition. I don't recall owning this one before. That's a great story too, man. Nice Elseworlds tale. Authority getting a reprint, and then Volume 2. I don't believe there is an Authority Omnibus Volume 2. I read like 3/4 of Volume 1. It was pretty good. I just kind of lost interest for whatever reason. But this one is supposed to come out on July 29th next year. $125 cover. Collects Authority Revolution 1 and 2, plus 4 through 12, so it skips issue 3. You got Stormwatch, Team Achilles 4 and 6, or through 6. 20, 22 through 23. Authority Kev 1. Authority Scorched Earth 1. Authority 1 through 14. Authority Human on the Inside 1. More Kev, or is it Kev? Kev, I think. 1 through 4. Issue 0, Authority / Lobo Christmas crossover. Eye of the Storm, Coupe D Atat, 1 through 4. Eye of the Storm, Coupe D Atat after Word 1. Winter Wild Storm, Winter Special 1. More Authority / Lobo, Spring Break Massacre 1. And the Magnificent Kevin 1 through 5. And A Man Called Kev 1 through 5. So, more Authority. James Gunn is going to be using that property, so I can see why they would want to crank that out. Batman Detective Comics New 52 Omnibus. I feel like this might be a reprint. I feel like I have a detective, but I don't think that the Detective Comics I have is New 52. $125 cover price, comes out June 24th. Detective Comics 02 through 26 and Detective Comics Annual 1 and 2. New 52 always popular. I don't think I've read the Detective Comics run, though. Batman, of course, but not that one. Batman War Games Omnibus, July 15th, $125 cover. I have not read this material. This collects Batman Legends of the Dark Knight 182 through 184, Batman 631 through 634, plus 642 through 644, Detective 790 through 800, 809 and 810, Robin 126 and 131, Nightwing 96 through 98, Batman Gotham 56 through 58, Batgirl 53 and 55 through 57, Catwoman 34 through 36, Solo 10, Batman Allies Secret Files 2005 issue 1, Batman the 12th Cent Adventure 1, Batman Villains Secret Files 2005 issue 1, and I think that's it. So the tension in Gotham criminal underworld have escalated from rival gang battles to all-out war, with Gotham's citizens caught in the middle of a hostile conflict. Only one hero can be their protection, Batman. To aid him in combat, the Dark Knight will need to recruit his former and current allies before Gotham is reduced to ashes. Get the full story that changed Gotham forever in a stunning omnibus edition. I'll probably pick that up and give it a try. Captain America by Grunwald Volume 2. I recently highlighted Volume 1 on the 4th of July, so of course we knew this was coming with a $150 cover price. What does this collect? Cap 351 through 386, Annuals 9 and 10, Adventures of Captain America 1 through 4, and material from Daredevil Annual 7, plus Punisher Annual 4. Comic Odyssey Deluxe Edition. I'm not familiar with this either. Let's see. Jim Starlin. So this is just a deluxe edition. I really don't go for those. But if you're interested, that's coming out. You got DC by Ditko Omnibus. That's interesting. So DC Universe by Steve Ditko. Coming out on June 10th again. Another June 10th release. $125 cover price. Collects a ton of stuff. I mean, the material. Do we need to read it all out? Basically, it looks like Steve Ditko's tenure over at DC, similar to probably what we've got with Kirby. The Dceased Omnibus, hell yes. That's going to be one that goes into the collection for sure. One that I read in single issues. It collects the 6-issue main series, A Good Day to Die, One Shot, Dead Planet 1 through 7, Unkillables 1 through 3, Hope at World's End 1 through 15, and War of the Gods 1 through 8. So, who was the writer on this again? I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it. All right, anyway. Comes out June 17th. Big summer so far, man. Reprint of Fantastic Four Volume 1, but finally getting that Volume 6. $125. Another June 10th Omni. Where are we at with... See, how come I didn't have all this for Dceased? It's not James Tynion, is it? Is it Tom Taylor, maybe? So we're at issues 164 through 203, Annuals 11 through 13, Marvel 2 and 120. I guess it's the Marvel 2 and 1 Annual, issue 1, and What If 1, 6, and 11. You know I'm going to continue to add to the Fantastic Four run. Gallery edition's cool. Ooh, Fantastic Four Doom 2099 Omnibus. This is what I've been waiting for. Give me that Doom stuff collected. They've only had one trade paperback, and it didn't even start at issue 1. It was just the Warren Ellis stuff, if I recall. $150. Take my money. May 6th. What are we going to get here? Doom 2099, 1 through 44. Let's go. Fantastic Four 2099, 1 through 8. Plus issue 413, which I'm sure is just a 2099 tie-in on the main title. And material from the 2099 Unlimited 5 through 8. And the 2099 Special World of Doom, issue number 1. Definitely going to cop that. Add it to Spidey 2099 and X-Men. Another deluxe edition. Injustice 2 Omnibus. Okay, not to be confused with Volume 2 from Injustice 2. Here goes Tom Taylor. $125 on sale May 20th. Collects the 36-issue run and the first 2 annuals. And I want to say that's it, right? You don't need a Volume 2 on this. You know, I didn't read this. I read the whole Injustice run. This was back before I even started a channel. I'm a huge NetherRealm fan, so definitely going to be copping that. I hear it's not as good. Hellblazer by Delano, Omnibus Volume 2. So is this the continuation of the Volume 1, which is not Delano though? It's who is it? Is it damn, I'm drawing a blank, man. I'm drawing a blank on Garth Ennis, I believe. So is this the follow-up to that? It collects Hellblazer 23 through 40. Oh, Hellblazer. So, okay, not Constantine, right? I'm tripping right now. Anyway, Hellblazer 23 through 40, 84, 250, The Horrorist 1 through 2, Hellblazer Special, Bad Blood 1 through 4, Vertigo Secret Files, Hellblazer number 1, plus extras. I still need to read my Volume 1. Or the Garth Ennis one, whatever it is. Night Terrors Omnibus. Not familiar with Night Terrors, I don't believe. So it's a DC. You got the Trinity there. So this collects DC Night. Oh, this is from 2023. Yeah, this sounds kind of familiar. You get the free comic book day special edition 1, First Blood 1, Knights. So a bunch of one-shots. It's a 4-issue miniseries, then tie-ins, and all of the ongoing titles at the time. I vaguely remember this coming out in single issues. 125 coming out May 13th. Nice to see DC cranking up some omnis, though. What's this? Legions of Superhero. Oh, this is deluxe edition. Marvel Fanfare Omnibus. Okay, so Marvel Fanfare for $100 comes out on May 13th. Collects the 19-issue series. This is kind of like the Guide to the Marvel Universe stuff, right? I didn't grow up reading this stuff. I probably will check it out. New Warriors Nova and Night Thrasher Omnibus. So adding to your New Warriors collection for $150. Comes out July 22nd. Collects the Night Thrasher 1, just the B story, and then 2 through 10, plus 13 through 21. The Nova 1994 series, 1 through 5 and 8 through 16. Fantastic Four 356. ASM 351 through 358, which I want to say, isn't that the David Michelini stuff we just got in that omnibus? Darkhawk 26 and 27, and then 28 through 29. Web of Spider-Man 109. Anyway, so if you're a big New Warriors fan, you can add to that. Nightwing New 52 looks like a reprint. Nightwing by Tom Taylor Omnibus. Hell yeah, this is a great run, man. So collect 78 through 100 because that's when he picked up on the run. Gives you Urban Legends 10, Nightwing 2021 Annual, and Superman Son of Kal-El 9. $100. Comes out July 22nd. This was a great run. Bruno Redondo, amazing artwork. I want to say it has a lot of those like old school Spider-Man scenes of like Nightwing running across buildings and jumping. Great stuff. Red Hood and the Outlaws feels like a reprint. Red Lantern's New 52 Omnibus, that's new. $125 coming out June 10th. Collects 0 through 27, skips 28, gives you 29 through 40. Then Stormwatch 9, Supergirl 31, Green Lantern / Red Lanterns 28, Green Lantern Annual 2, Red Lanterns Annual 1, and Futures End 1. I don't think I've read this material. Maybe an issue here or there, but $125 coming out. Yo, y'all need to get your money up for June 10th because damn. Secret Wars Gallery Edition might be dope. Spectre Omnibus looks like a reprint. I have this one. I always mean to read this. I really want to check this one out. Reprint since it must have been out of print. Here goes some Spidey stuff. Spectacular Spider-Man. Oh, why didn't it click? By D. Mateus and Buscema. Or Buscema. It looks like it's... Oh, here we go. Yeah, so this collects Spectacular Spider-Man 178 through 216, plus annuals 12 through 14, and ASM Soul of the Hunter 1. $125, July 29th. I've only read a couple of these issues because this was the stuff that was coming out when I was a kid, the 30th anniversary stuff. So I love the artwork, I love the stories, but I didn't get to read much of it. So definitely going to add this. Spider-Man by Michelini and Bagley Volume 2. We just recently took a look at Volume 1. It's my favorite era of Spider-Man. It's continuing with ASM 376 through 393. Annuals 27 and 28. Web of Spider-Man 101 through 103. Is that the Spider Armor issue with the green foil? Plus 112, Spider-Man 35 through 37, Spectacular 201 through 203, ASM Ashcan 1, Venom Lethal Protector 1 through 6. Like I said in the last video for the first volume, it ends with ASM 375, which leads into Lethal Protector. So this does double dip with some Venomnibus stuff. But you get that and material from Spider-Man Unlimited 1 and 2. So what is this? Maximum Carnage? I think this is Maximum Carnage because Web of Spider-Man 101 through 103. Let's take a look. So basically we're getting Maximum Carnage in the creator-centric version of the omnibus rather than the Spider-Man vs. Venom omnibus. And we know Marvel's doing that. They're giving us like event omnis if you choose to collect that way. And they're also giving us like volumes 1 through whatever if you collect that way. And it looks like, you know, with the creator-centric stuff too, you know, you're not really meant to collect them all. But if you know, don't go for event stuff, or the Spider-Man vs. Venom is like a very niche type of omni, even though they're my two favorite characters. So this looks like that as well. I don't see it saying Maximum Carnage here, but if I recall, those were those issues. Gallery edition, Strange Academy Omnibus. Shout out to Humberto Ramos and Scotty Young. $100 comes out May 6th. It gives you the first 18 issues, and then the follow-up series finals 1 through 6. It's cool, man. You know, you have the kind of new what was it like Harry Potter in the Marvel Universe, children of heroes and villains learning their powers and skill sets. Kind of like the X-Men, but for the magic-based characters. You got Strike Force Omnibus. I am not familiar with what this is whatsoever. Peter B. Gillis, Brent Anderson collects the 31-issue series plus Electric Undertow 1 through 5. A savage alien race called the Horde has invaded Earth, enslaving its people and plundering its resources. Scientists have devised a method of fighting back through the Moratory process, which grants enhanced abilities to a few select compatible humans, but the transformation is fatal within a year. Now a handful of brave volunteers make up the Strike Force Moratory, an elite, experimental, and highly effective fighting force against the Horde's, depredations. But the heat of every battle, the celebration of every victory, and every quiet moment alone is tainted by the inescapable knowledge that, win or lose, their fate is sealed. The war against the Horde will be filled with monstrous twists and turns, but when it's finally over, will mankind prove victorious, and where will that leave the surviving members of the Strike Force Moratory? I have never heard of this, bro. I have never heard of this at all. Let's take a look at something real quick. Let's see if it even looks familiar. Here's Strike Force. Oh, yeah. This was not on my radar as a kid here. I'm sure, like things with Micronauts and what's the other one? Micronauts and ROM. There's probably a cult following for this Strike Force stuff. I have never read any of this. So, hey, if that's your bag, there you go. Suicide Squad by Ostrander Omnibus Volume 1. I mean, this was the Suicide Squad that I remember seeing when we first started hearing about the movies coming out and everything. So finally getting an omnibus for this material, $125, comes out May 20th, collects the 18-issue series, plus Checkmate 1, issue 8 as well. Then Manhunter 1, Justice League International 13, a bunch of tie-ins. I mean, this is too much to even name. But a bunch of tie-ins for that Suicide Squad. That's going to be a popular one. Star Wars Legends Rebellion Omnibus Volume 3. I'm not a Star Wars guy, but if you are collecting this, here's the third volume coming out on June 17th for $125. Supergirl New 52. Yo, I kind of like how they've been cranking out the New 52 stuff. On July 8th for $125, you get Red Lanterns 29, then Supergirl 0 through 40, Green Lantern / Red Lanterns 28, Action Comics featuring Cyborg 231, and Supergirl Futures End issue 1. What more can you say? Continuing to fill in that collection with New 52 goodness. Superman Golden Age Omnibus 1 getting a reprint. Superman by Philip Kennedy Johnson Volume 1. Is this the War World stuff? Yo, this was actually really dope. And I was reading this at the same time as I read Superman the Exiled Omnibus, and I'm like, damn, I'm reading like the continuation of this OG story. This is good stuff. It kind of feel like it dragged on a little bit though, but Superman's one of my that's like my first superhero I ever like got into. So I think that I would check this out or at least pick up the Omni. $125 on sale July 1st. Collects Action 1029 through 1049 plus Superman 29 through 32, Infinite Frontier 0, Superman and the Authority 1 through 4. Superman, Son of Kal-El, 16 through 18. This is when I think they made John Kent the new Superman, where he was saying, hey, I'm leaving. I got to go handle this over here on War World. And then you get Annual 1 from Action Comics, Batman, Superman, Authority Special 1, and Superman, War World, Apocalypse 1. Superman by Busick Volume 2. I don't think I have Volume 1. This must be something that has been announced that I haven't picked up yet. What is this? No, this is maybe not an omnibus. No, this is not an omnibus. That's why. Volume 2. Yeah, exactly. Okay, some deluxe editions, a box set. You've got Wolverine Omnibus Volume 6. Yo, right before I found the Omnibus format, I was back into comics, picking up single issues, and I'm like, yo, you know what would be so dope? To pick up like Wolverine, the entire run, issues 1 through whatever, 300, and have that in a series of long boxes. And then shortly after, I found out about Omnis, and I was like, oh man, this is even better. So Volume 6, continuing to collect Wolverine with that first ongoing. We're at issues 102 through 118. Volume 5 ended at 101. You get the -1 issue, the 1/2 issue, the 102.5 issue, which I feel like they were like Wizard issues or something. Annuals 96 and 97, as in the year. Logan Shadow Society 1, Venom Tooth and Claw 1 through 3, which is collected in the Venomnibus. Maverick 1, Wolverine Doom Bringer 1, Kitty Pryde Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. 1 through 3. Before the Fantastic Four, Ben Grimm and Logan 1 through 3, Wolverine Days of Future Past 1 through 3, and Wolverine Encyclopedia 1 through 3, plus material from Marvel Shadows of Light 125. It comes out May 27th. That is an immediate cop. Yes, sir. What else do we got? Wolverine Goes to Hell Omnibus is a reprint. Jason Aaron. Sabertooth War Omnibus. Man, this just ended. Marvel is not wasting any time. This comes out on June 3rd for $100. Sabertooth 1 through 5, Sabertooth and the Exiled 1 through 5, and Wolverine 41 through 50. What is it on right now? Issue 55 or something? So, yeah, I will try this out. I will read it. Hell yeah. They just put out the deluxe editions on this too. Wonder Woman by Rucka Omnibus. Yo, Wonder Woman might have the most Omnis for a DC character, maybe besides Batman. So, $125 comes out May 27th. Collects Wonder Woman 195 through 226, Flash 219, Wonder Woman the Hikita 1, and Blackest Night Wonder Woman 1 through 3. So right there, that puts me in what timeline we're at. I'm not familiar with this material. I'll probably pass on this. But there you go. X Factor by Peter David, Volume 1 is a reprint, but Volume 4 is a continuation. And from what I saw in the group, I think this ends his tenure on X Factor. $125. July is stacked, man. July 15th collects X Factor 233 through 262. And then all new X Factor 1 through 20, which I think is the run everybody's into. I remember reading a few of these issues when it first came out. And X-Men Legends 5 through 6. I have the first 3 volumes, so I'll definitely add this. This is the deluxe edition. And the final omnibus is the X-Men Onslaught Aftermath, which comes out on June 24th, $150 cover price. Watch what Marvel does. We're seeing an Onslaught omnibus come out of nowhere. Does that mean we're going to see Onslaught in X-Men 97 Season 2? I don't know. Could be. Collects Uncanny X-Men 338 through 350, the -1 issue, the 96 and 97 annuals, X-Men 58 through 64, X-Men Annual 97, X-Men Unlimited 12 through 15. Oh, this one has all the minis. Magneto 1 through 4, XSE 1 through 4, X Factor 30, Juggernaut 1, Beast 1 through 3, Psylocke and Archangel Crimson Dawn 1 through 4, Gambit 1 through 4. Everybody knows that cover with the foil and all that, and then the retailer exclusive. And material from Marvel Holiday Special 1996 1 and Marvel Valentine's Special 1. I like that it collects all those minis. I read the entire Onslaught Omnibus. I did a review back in the day on the channel, so I definitely will be adding that. A bunch of trade paperbacks coming out, but really, I'm an omnibus collector. I dabble in the absolutes. I gotta get that Death of Superman. What do you guys think about all these leaks, man? What stands out the most? Let me know in the comments down below. And thanks for checking out the video. Stay minty fresh, y'all. Peace.